is SportsCenter.
Good morning, everybody, and welcome to this week 4 edition of Sunday Morning MEP League Sports Center. This was a very interesting week, and I was really curious how it was going to play out with the change in the free agent rules and just getting away from the individual limit and just limiting each team. Feel like all the teams had at least one, if not 2 or 3 free agents for the week. Let's see if it changed the scores at all. In game 1, the Crushers in period 1 and period 2 were rolling my Sweat Bandits. We had a big gap to make up for. But hey, we had an extra free agent. I believe even we scored more double points. And honestly, last night it came down to me being like, I got to do what my team needs me to do. And so I hopped up and I grabbed some of Sarah's weights and I stepped up and down our front steps as I watched the Game 7 of the World Series, got my 2,000. Woke up this morning, did the scoreboard, and I'm like, hey, I'm sure we got this. Not so fast, Eric. Bam! The Crushers held on and beat us. I know. I couldn't believe it either. I went back and checked the math to make sure I didn't screw up a formula. 89-48 to 89-33. 15 points. The Crushers beat the Sweat Bandits by. I was shocked and I laughed. I put in all that extra time last night and it didn't matter. But I think that's awesome. I'm super proud of the Crushers. You guys worked your butt off. Basically, it came down to we outscored you in double points by a little bit and just a little bit in free agents, because even though we had one more, your guys' free agents really scored a lot of points. And it just didn't make up the gap quite enough with the fact that you got more MEPs than the Sweat Bandits. So congratulations to Crushers. I thought you guys just did a great job, and I'm really proud of you. You are now 2-2, and Sweat Bandits, hey, we're still doing good. We are 3-1. So keep that chin up. Great job, team. The high scores. Sorry, Coach Kristen over on the Crushers, 2,159. And the high score for the Sweat Bandits was myself at 2,041. Great job to both teams. Really, really great effort. In game 2, we had the Rep Rebels. The Rep Rebels coming off a loss, but they're a pretty solid team. Playing the MEP Monsters, they hadn't even won a game yet. So probably pretty easy sailing for the Rep Rebels, right? Again, not so fast. Damn, the MEP Monsters take the Rep Rebels out behind the woodshed and beat them pretty good. 93-17 to 85-21. The MEP Monsters, really, it came down to your double point. Saturday morning was that 60-minute spin class. You got a ton of MEPs there, and you have at least one more free agent, I believe, than the Rep Rebels. So you win the game. Congratulations, MEP Monsters. You're off the schneid. You got your first win. The high score for the Rep Rebels was Coach Holly, 2,139. Great job, Holly. And over on the MEP Monsters, Nicole with 1,852 points. Awesome job, MEP Monsters. I'm super proud of you for getting that first win. Rep Rebels, hey, you're still 2-2, so you're in this thing. Speaking of which, the standings. This is the second half of the season. It's going to tighten up, I have a feeling. Sweat Bandits, hey, we're still on top at 3-1. We've got the most points in the league. Crushers are right behind, and Rep Rebels at 2-2. Crushers, I believe, have slightly more points than the Rep Rebels. Then the MEP Monsters, you're right there now. You're 1-3, and you're just a little bit behind in total points. Great job to all teams this week. Let's take a look at the belt, the top 10 total point earners for MEP League so far. We got Suzanne on top at 68-34, followed by Kelly at 67-34, Ashley 65-65, Kathy online at 65-25, and then you got the rest: Jesse, Bridget, Nicole, Amy, Jason and Pat. There's a lot of green, a lot of yellow on that screen. Great job. Remember that belt, that's a pretty big accomplishment to be able to put that belt on at the end of the season. So if you've got a shot at it, hey, I say go for it. Talk to your team about the limit, the levels you want to do for these last 2 weeks of the regular season. But remember, playoffs still count. So it's the total points for the whole season, including playoffs for the belt. So great job, top 10, way to go. Let's talk about tiebreakers. I wanted to make sure that I bring this up now because with these wins this week, this thing's going to tighten up. If teams tie, meaning two teams tie for first place at, let's say, 4-2 or something like that, we have to have tiebreakers. If you're familiar with fantasy football or sports and playoff tiebreakers in general, this is typically how they work. You have a order of tiebreak scenarios, meaning the number one tiebreak. So let's say the Sweat Bandits and the Rep Rebels tie at 4-2. You would go to head to head first. So if we beat them twice, if we swept them in the season, that means that we get the top seed. If that's a split situation where one team won and one team won, the head-to-head gets thrown out. Then we go to team total points for the regular season. That would determine who gets the higher seed wherever you tie in the playoff scenario. The third one, if we came to that, I highly doubt the teams would match on total points, but who knows? Could happen. One year, Kelly and Mona tied for the belt, so it could happen. The third and final tiebreaker would be highest individual total point earner. So just wanted to bring that up now so you know where that's at as we get close to the end of the regular season. If two teams end up tying, that's how we're determined seeding that first place, second place, third place, fourth place. So there's that. Hey, we're on to week 5. We've only got 2 weeks left in the regular season. Game 1 next week, we got the 3-1, and the perfect season is over. The Miami Dolphins are celebrating. 3-1 Sweat Bandits versus the 1-3 up and coming Met Monsters. I'm a little worried for us. We've got some work to do. We got Andy over in Europe, so we're a little bit short-handed. So we're gonna have to see what happens there. And then in game 2, we got the battles of the 2-2 teams, the Rep Rebels versus the 2-2 Crushers, who I believe have now won 2 in a row. Hey, MEP League, it's tightening up. The effort has been extraordinary. The team camaraderie and communication has been awesome. The amount of free agents and new people coming into the gym has been great. Make sure if you bring a free agent, make them aware that, hey, they get a free 7-day trial to come try any class that they want. Invite them to another class. Invite them to another class after that. Get them to use that 7 days so they really get a feeling for what we do and how maybe this could be a really good fit for them. Because at the end of MEP League, it'd be great to add 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 10 new members to our zone community. Good luck this week, team. It's going to be another tight week, I've got a feeling. You guys are all doing a great job, and we will see you later in the zone.
You can write everything down if you want to. Be brave enough to write every one of your goals down. But I'm going to tell you something. Life's going to hit you in your mouth, and you got to do me a huge favor. Your why has to be greater than that knockdown. And I love it. Buster Douglas got knocked out. Nobody ever got knocked out by Mike Tyson and ever got back up. It was almost a 10 count. He was stumbling. They were 4, 3, 2, 1, and ding, 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 saved by the bell. He goes to his corner. The whole world is like, yep, that's it. Once he comes back out, that's it. Mike's going to just hammer him. And exactly that. Mike Tyson came out like, I got him. I got this kid up against the rope. Listen to me, many of you right now, life's got you up against the rope. You can't give up. You can't give in. Listen to me, if it was easy, everybody would do it. And if life's got you backed up, I need you to do what Buster Douglas did. Buster Douglas started fighting back. The world was shocked. Goliath has been knocked down. What happened? And they went to Buster Douglas and they asked Buster Douglas simply like, what happened? And Buster Douglas said, listen to me, it's real simple. Before my mother died, she told the whole world that I was going to beat Mike Tyson. And 2 days before the fight, my mother died. Buster Douglas had a decision to make. When his mother died, he could die with his mother, or he made a decision, I can wake up and I can live for mom. And he knocked Mike Tyson out simply because his why was greater than that punch. His why was greater than defeat. His why was greater than his trial and his tribulation. And I'm telling you, if you don't know what your why is and your why isn't strong, you're going to get knocked out every single day.